101 men in a single day. What could possibly go wrong when you have a marketing campaign set up to completely denigrate yourself for a few bucks on a website that averages the average woman who participates in this website, the OF website, okay? 1.4 million American women have accounts on this website, allegedly, according to public data. Take a guess of what, on average, they make. 150 bucks a year. Oh, sorry, per month. 150 bucks per month. Now, if you also take out the ultra high earners, say like Amaranth or the Cash Me Outside girl or whatever, you take out the top 10 that make 99% of the money, that number becomes pennies per month on average. Well, one individual who goes by the name Lily Phillips decided not only, first, that she wanted 101 men in one day. Gross. Also, I'm curious, is that to completion? How does that work? What if you got a guy that's like, going for a while, taking up all your time? Also, dude, if you're the 101st guy, first guy, super gross. Everything about it is gross. Well, she did an interview hoping to, I don't know, garner some sort of sympathy. But this woman was ruthlessly mocked, rightfully so. This is an individual who's responsible for their own behavior. Now, I find it tough to laugh at a crying girl. It's just I'm human, But this is a rod of your own making. You're responsible for your own behavior. And you participate in this willingly for clout, and then you want us to feel bad for you. And I'm not going to do that. I'll also tell you, men are paying for this. Overwhelmingly married men. Fellas, stop. It's weird. Buy coffee instead. By the way, all of our flavored K-Cups, 15% off till midnight today, December 11th. Promo code linked in the description below. Our blueberry cobbler, strawberries and cream, and our brand new gingerbread all on sale. I can't actually believe we put the gingerbread on sale, but it's on sale. Stock up today. Get a case or two. Get a case of each so you're stocked up at that better price. And link in the description. There are 1.4 million American women who do OF. Per OF's public data, they earn an average of $151 per month. Trading your soul for $150 a month is sad. Imagine showing your beehole to the world for 150 bucks. I mean, yeah, maybe. People always think everyone doing OF just get rich selling some feet pics, but they don't realize how extremely top heavy the industry is. Very similar to Twitch. Yeah, exactly. Top heavy. 5 women earn 95 to 98% of the money on OF. Somebody like Amaranth, 20, 30, 40 million dollars a year. That other chick who's supposedly a fake virgin or something like that, 40 million a month or a year. Everyone else on the site is blowing up their whole future for pennies a month. And now this individual put out a documentary, and it is pathetic. Here's Lois McLatchy Miller. Lily Phillips reflects on her sadness after sleeping with 101 guys in one day. She's responsible for her own behavior in this sick stunt. It's also clear that OF have turned women into plastic dolls, and the quote models have bought this heartbreaking lie. Ban OF now.
I think sometimes feeling so robotic,
nobody's forcing you to do this work, by the way. Just want to be clear, no one is forcing you to do this.
I think the 30th, when we're getting on a bit, I've got a routine of how we're gonna do this, and it just sometimes you'd disassociate and be it's not normal sex at all.
Yeah, it's
in my head
it's,
right now. I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10 guys that I remember, and that's it.
That's so sad.
But it's just, I don't know. It's just weird, isn't it? Like if I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100. You know. But yeah, I think that was kind of the hard part.
What is
like,
that? 10 hours, 10 an hour, 6 minutes each. Get in, fire off in 6 minutes. By the way, if you're one of those 100 men, sad.
Conversing with them, and like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah, and obviously, it just makes me feel so bad.
It makes you feel so bad. I was supposed to be able to use you as a blow up doll for exactly 5 minutes, and you only gave me 2.
Do you think you should feel bad about that?
Yes.
I guess when you've promised something to people who support you, it's kind of hard to.
Oh, she actually feels bad about not giving them the full 5 minutes with her body. I'm sorry, I misread where that was going.
Yeah.
Let them down.
But it's up to you, right? Like when you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
Not yet. God, I won't forget this day, Jesus.
When I decided to start making this documentary, I wasn't too sure of what to expect. I certainly didn't expect to see Lily so upset at the end of it all.
I did. I 100% did. Sure, it's the saddest part is that she doesn't yet realize the inhuman product that she's become, and still somehow believes that she's empowered. The full documentary, which is not for the faint of heart, but a must watch, which was much more honest than I expected. I don't get it. She chose to do this and capitalize on it. Are we supposed to feel sorry for her? Not necessarily, but I think the story highlights a grotesque problem harming men and women in today's society and a need for change. Yeah, I would agree with that.
I'm ready for that.
So this was put up by Josh Peters 4 days ago. Has 20,000 likes, 5,000 dislikes. I'm suspecting most of these people are dunking on this individual. This is the best anti-prawn film I've ever seen. You know, just to start to disassociate. Babe, that's called your brain and body trying to protect you from trauma. So weird. It's like watching someone commit self-deletion, but they're still alive. Her soul is crushed, only a void left in that body. Her being gifted a single white rose was tragically poetic. She seems absolutely broken at the end, doesn't recommend it. But now she's talking about doing 1,000 a day. She's got a lot to unpack. Yeah, so she's going to do 1,000 now anyway. You know, because that's what it is. You know, this felt like a Black Mirror episode. This is quite honestly the most disturbing and unsettling thing I've watched in a long time. Her crying at the end was soul destroying. I literally have no words. What do you mean? My soul it's not soul destroying.
And today I'm getting run.
You feel emotional? Is that maybe you think you didn't give some guys a good enough time today?
Yeah, and that's it. But it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it? Like, if I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100, you know? But yeah. I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them and like...
End of it all. I thought perhaps in years to come she may look back at this day in sadness, but not so instantly afterwards.
Yeah.
She had stressed to me throughout my time with her how excited she was for this challenge and how this was her fantasy. So to
That was all a lie. It's not a challenge to be a whore.
see her so visibly upset at the end of it all was really sad. But my confusion was only added to in the days following our filming with Lily, as she announced to her fans that in February of 2025, she would be sleeping with 1,000 men in a single day to break the world record.
Last week I did 101 guys. Now,
I mean, again, these women are broken. They are deeply damaged. Here she says the only thing she ate all day was guys, you know.
I think I had a yum yum.
I don't know what a
and
yum
I think
yum
I had
is.
a sandwich, and that was kind of, and then the rest.
The rest was
It's not
man
for weak
juice.
girls, if I'm honest. It was hard. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
This is what feminism has sold young women. This type of work is not empowering. It will destroy your life. Anybody who thinks it is coping. It's a coping mechanism to try and deal with the ridicule and the trauma that they have. I feel bad for these women as human beings because, well, after all, that's what they are. But at the end of the day, the machine that chews them up and spits them out isn't going anywhere. It's not going to be banned. And quite frankly, I would hear arguments for it. I know that a lot of people view this type of content as an argument about free speech, but I genuinely don't. I think that these business models are predatory, and the commercialization of it and the exchange of money for this stuff is just not, it's too much damage. It's destroying marriages. It's destroying young women's lives. You can see Megan Murphy. Men who use OF pay for hookups and prawn are consumers are responsible for Lily Phillips's of the world. Wrong. If you think what happened to her is sad and disturbing, which it is, I hope you're also considering your choices and your behavior are what create Lily Phillips's of the world. Men like to hate on OF girls, but you're not obligated to incentivize or participate in their behavior. This is not this is a fine point to make if you're not a woman. I would argue, I'll make the same argument coming from a man. Like, I have never paid for OF. I'm sure some of my viewers have, and they think, it's whatever. I get the poison out or whatever. But it's now drawing a lot of calls to end only OF because people are seeing just how damaging it is to young women who are sold a bill of goods. And it's hard for me to really fight against that. I'll just set that aside. If it got banned, I wouldn't care. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe or follow down below. We'll talk to you again real soon.